Gossip, rumors, slander, libel are spreading lies and avoiding truth. The document protecting U.S. citizens' rights states in its First Amendment that it is illegal to spread spoken and written lies. The Bill of Rights is the outline of the rights guaranteed to citizens on ethical ground, one of these being protection from slander and libel. Not only is the decision to participate in gossip ethically wrong, it is also technically illegal. However, it is a decision that many are faced with so often. It comes up in everyday conversation from a simple, "Did you hear?" or "Someone told me." So often we choose to participate, not thinking of the consequences on someone else's life. Most of the time, the effect of a rumor is minuscule, but other times it can become dire, and there are occasions where things get out of hand. It was a foggy Tuesday morning when I saw the repercussions of slander and libel on a large scale. The night before, the social media of students at my school became flooded with a rumor of a gun threat. The fear and threat of guns is so prevalent in today's society that it was natural for every person at the high school to be afraid. However, the decision to spread the false rumor caused mass hysteria. Students went into school the next morning worried and hesitant to even walk in. The parking lot reflected as much as the rows were dotted with empty spots. It all became too much when the fire alarm went off during first period. Everyone started panicking as it dawned on them the effectiveness of a fire drill for a school shooter. And as they discovered that the nearby middle school was going into its own Code Red. After the fire drill ended, it was discovered that it was nothing more than a monthly routine, yet students started rapidly leaving the school. The phones could not stop ringing as people got checked out, and the school became close to deserted. Finally, at the end of the day, the SWAT team came in, kicking down doors, all because of a misconstrued message that put the school into a Code Red. It was the most terrifying moment of my life. And it happened all because people chose to spread slander about a student's comment rather than taking the ethical route of just going to a direct source. Every student who was concerned had every right to be terrified. However, fear could have been obliterated had people chose not to spread it around social media and then impact the school. The Rotary's 4-way test could have been utilized in this decision to avoid the false Code Red and hysteria that was brought on my school that day. The first portion of the test could have solved the problem immediately. Is it true? In order to determine the truth of the threat, the student who first came across the picture of the gun threat could have gone directly to the source, figuring out the truth or falsity of it. And had they not been able to, they could have gone directly to the school's administrators who have the power and authority to investigate further. The second portion of the test is where it could have gotten tricky. Is it fair to all concerned? On one hand, the student who shared the post might have thought it fair to others to know. However, they did not consider the ethical repercussions of sharing the post. Since the post was not true, it placed mass hysteria for everyone involved. And while students had a valid reason to be scared, it was not fair to place fear on them that was unfounded. Administration at my school does a really good job of letting students know any fears they have or false rumors going around. And had the student just let them know, they could have all let us know of this falsity the next day in a safe and protected manner, rather than having the false lies and rumors spread. I would not have had to fear for my life that day had the person who originally spread the post considered the ethical repercussions before sending this unfounded false rumor. The third portion of the test considers, would it cause goodwill and friendship? Let us consider. When this person decided to spread gossip, they had to know that the threat of guns on the school would in no way build friendship or cause goodwill to any of the students at school that day. Bottom line, a gun at school does not impart goodwill. Lastly, the fourth part of the test considers, is it beneficial to all involved? As a student who was involved in the gun threat that day, I can soundly say it was not beneficial. I felt unsafe at school, and I truly didn't know if I was going to see my loved ones again once we went into that code red. It caused extreme stress on the administrators as the fear grew to hysteria and the rumors spread and got bigger and bigger. While the student who's originally spread the post might have considered it to be beneficial to let other students know the post they stumbled upon, they did not consider that it could have been false and therefore caused distress to everyone that day. Every day, people have the choice to speak truth or spread lies, the consequences of which can be seemingly minuscule or extremely dire. An everyday conversation, as well as posts on social media, written reports, or presentations, the Rotary's four-way test can be used to mediate what is correct to say and what will benefit all those involved. Honestly, I just wish everyone, from my really close friends or the politicians in Washington, would consider using this test, because it would just honestly make the world a better and more truthful place.